Hello, and welcome to the Menospark podcast, where we talk about the menopause journey, the good, the bad, the ugly, and ways you can bring back the spark or zest for life during this transitional phase. This podcast is for women and those who love them going through perimenopause, menopause, or the postmenopausal phase. Here at Menospark, we tackle menopause with real talk, no fluff, and expert guidance you actually need. I'm your host, Allie Thies, and today we're talking about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention: cholesterol changes during menopause. You think cholesterol is just a number on a blood test, but it is so much more than that. It's a direct indicator of what's happening inside your body. And when menopause rolls in, it doesn't just bring the hot flashes and the mood swings. It also messes with your lipid profile, which has serious implications for your heart health. So today we're diving into why this matters and what you need to pay attention to. I had a client last year, and we're talking about everything menopause and the 25 plus symptoms this poor woman had. Um, and I asked her, so when was the last time you were at the doctor? She says, well, it's been a few years, but I do have something scheduled next month. I said, well, fantastic. I said, when after you go there, make sure you let me know what they said your blood pressure is and your cholesterol. She's like, cholesterol? Why does that matter? I said, oh, no, it matters a lot because your cholesterol level rises when you're in menopause. It's not the same as it was in your 20s and 30s and, maybe mid 40s. It goes up. So please have it checked. And she got back to me, and sure enough, her blood pressure was up just a bit, but it was up more than normal. And the cholesterol had gone up, not to where it was the danger zone yet, but enough that she sat back and took notice. So, why does cholesterol matter more than ever in menopause? Well, cholesterol isn't just about heart disease; it's about how your body functions. Estrogen has been playing defense for you for all these years, keeping your cholesterol in check. But once menopause hits and your estrogen declines, that game changes. Your LDL, or bad cholesterol, rises, your HDL, or good cholesterol, drops, and then your triglycerides can creep up too. This means you're at a risk of heart disease, the number one killer of women. It goes up. And here's the kicker: you won't even feel this happening. There's no warning signs, no hot flash alerts. That's why you can't ignore it. You need to understand these shifts and take action before it becomes a problem. So there's some big misconceptions about cholesterol. There's myths. There's myths around everything, isn't there? But when it comes to cholesterol, there's a lot of bad advice floating around. Number one, I feel fine, so my cholesterol must be fine. Nope. High cholesterol has no symptoms. You got to get it tested. Two, only people who eat junk food have high cholesterol. No, not true. Menopause driven changes happen regardless of your diet. Number three, if my numbers are high, medication is my only option. Also, false. While meds, of course, can help, lifestyle changes have a massive impact when done right. And sorry, here I'm trying to move my cat out of the way, and she is not cooperating at all. All right, let's keep going. Okay, this isn't about slapping a band aid on the issue. It's about getting real, knowing what's happening inside your body, and taking steps to support it. So, what do you need to do? And why DIY fixes really are not enough? All right, let's talk about solutions, because this is where most people go wrong. They Google, we got to go to the almighty Google. They Google a few diet tips, cut back on cheese for maybe a week, and they think, well, they're set. But cholesterol management during menopause requires a strategy, not just quick fixes. One, as I mentioned earlier, get your numbers checked and actually understand what that means. It's not just about your high or low, your LDL or your HDL or your triglycerides. Each tell a different story. A healthcare professional, you know, your doctor, maybe me, can help you decode what's really happening. Two, rethink your diet because it's not just about the fat. Fiber, fiber baby, it is your friend. Think oats, flax seeds, and I can never say legumes, otherwise known as beans, right? Omega threes, the salt. Oh my good God, the salmon, the walnuts, and the chia seeds. The walnuts, the chia seeds, I do put in my oatmeal every morning. They help balance out bad cholesterol. Processed carbs and added sugars. Oh, they are the sneaky culprits. Don't just blame the butter. Everything might taste better with butter, but it's not all butter's fault. Number three, move your body in a way that actually helps. Cardio is absolutely fabulous, but strength training also plays a role in keeping cholesterol levels healthy. Are you sitting all day? Even small movements, breaks matter. I get up, I have my watch set for every 50 minutes for me to get up and bust a move, somewhat a bust a move. You know, move around, put on some music, even go downstairs and refill my coffee, but I get up and I do something. Okay? Number four, stress and sleep, the underrated cholesterol factors. Chronic stress triggers inflammation, which can raise your LDL. Poor sleep can also increase your can't say this right, triglycerides and mess with hunger hormones, leading to cravings for cholesterol raising foods. Now, when to get expert help. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, okay, well, maybe I should take my cholesterol more seriously, that's a great start. But awareness alone isn't enough. You need the right plan. Here's where to reach out for expert guidance. Your cholesterol numbers are creeping up, but your doctor just says, watch it, with no real plan. You're making lifestyle changes, but aren't seeing any results. You want a menopause specific approach, not genetic, generic. Even though I'm feeling kind of uh, geriatric, yeah, geriatric right now. You want, no, now I'm going to say the whole thing wrong again. Genetic health advice. That's where the right guidance can make a difference. You don't have to figure this out all on your own. So menopause changes a lot of things, including your heart health. Cholesterol shifts aren't something to brush off. They matter. And the sooner you take control, the better your long-term health will be. If today's episode got you thinking, please take some action, get your levels checked, and start making strategic changes. And if you need guidance, don't hesitate to reach out to me. And I want to thank you for hanging out with me here on Menospark today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you like what you heard, please take a moment to rate and review the episode. The more people who listen, the more people I can help through this effing menopause. And speaking of helping others, please remember to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Substack for even more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Last but not least, if no one's told you today, let me be the first to say it. You are fabulous. Take care of yourself and remember, you're not alone in this journey. I'll catch you next time.